Welcome. In this video we will walk you through the functionality of the Preferences and Availability under your Settings tab in your coaching app. In the first part you'll learn how to change time zone, update your default exercise parameters, and add a bio of yourself that will be displayed to your clients in their client-facing application. In the second part we will show you how to set up your default availability and override it when needed. Start by navigating to the Settings tab. Under Preferences you'll find details such as your username and club, as well as your coach level, if you have been assigned one. Here you can change your time zone if needed. This is handy if you're moving around the country, or overseas and wish to train clients remotely. It sets your calendar to your local time. The next section shows your default exercise parameters. These are the fields that are automatically shown each time you add a resistance training exercise to a program. Here you can set and forget them, or update them at any time. This section allows for the deleting of clients by a trainer. Once selected, trainers can delete clients during a window of 5 minutes. Clients are deleted from their profile page, under the Options menu. Please note that based on your club's configuration, this feature will most likely be disabled. The last section is all about you, the personal trainer. Here you can add a video by pasting in a Vimeo or YouTube URL. You can also choose to upload a professional profile photo of yourself. You can then add a short blurb about yourself as a trainer. For example, introduce yourself, mention your training philosophy, your experience, your skills, and your reason for becoming a personal trainer. Your bio will be displayed to your clients on the My Trainer or My Coach page in their client-facing application. So don't underestimate the importance of a solid bio. It just might get you some more clients. On the public page, you can include details such as languages you speak and your qualifications, etc. Please note that unless you or your club have chosen to display this information outside of your coaching app, the information entered here will not be visible outside of this app. On the private page, you will see your username and email address. Depending on your club's settings, you may or may not be able to modify these. The last page in your settings is the availability page. Here you'll set up your default availabilities so that your clients can book sessions with you from their client app. You'll also be able to override these default availabilities on specific days, such as when you're on holidays. At the top of the page, set the maximum number of days in advance that bookings can be made by your clients. For example, here we've set it to 30 days in advance. You can also add a buffer time between bookings. This is very useful if you need to set up equipment or change training areas, for example. In the left column, you can now set default availability times that repeat weekly. Set the availability hours individually for each day. Click the plus button corresponding to the relevant day to set up its schedule. Here, for example, I've set my availability on Mondays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. In the box just below, I've set the location for my sessions. This could be a club, a park, or other location. The types of services that you offer at this location and during this time can be selected here. For the purpose of this demonstration, I've chosen to offer 60-minute coaching sessions. Click the Add button to publish. On Mondays, I do a split shift, so I want to add additional hours on Monday afternoon. To do this, I click on the plus button shown here. I then set my hours from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. and choose the location and available appointment types as previously done. I've now set my default availability for every Monday to be in the morning from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and in the afternoon from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the same location. I could, however, have chosen a different location for each of my available blocks of time. Following the same procedure, I can set up the rest of my default availabilities for the week. Here, we can see that my default availabilities are now set. These will automatically repeat weekly. From their Members app, your clients can now book appointments during your available hours and days at your selected locations. After they've booked one of your available sessions, here's what your clients will see. Following their booking and before their session, your client will receive an SMS booking reminder. When a client books or cancels a session, the booking modification appears in real time in your calendar. You will also automatically receive an email informing you of new bookings or booking cancellations. Now that we've set up your default availability times, we have the possibility to override them on specific days. This is done by clicking the plus button shown here in the right column. Click on the plus symbol to open the calendar. Choose the day or days in the calendar that you would like to override. You can choose to modify the time, the type of appointment, the location, or all three. To set yourself as unavailable for a specific day, click the bin icon, located next to the hours. Then click the Add button to set these overrides in your calendar. For example, if I'm unavailable from March 19th to March 21st, I can simply select these 3 days in one go and mark them as unavailable. Once done, no session times will be shown to my clients on those days. Here's what your clients will see in their Members app. After setting your default availabilities and specific day overrides, click the Save button at the bottom right to publish. You now know how to set your default availabilities and override them on specific days. This guide walked you through the functionality of the Settings tab in your coaching app. You learned how to change time zone and default parameters for exercises as well as add a bio of yourself. This tutorial also demonstrated how to set default availabilities, override specific dates or times, and receive booking notifications, streamlining the scheduling process for coaches and clients.